Evening all. I've been up at the main unit, and I haven't been up there much this summer. I've been doing a lot of repairs here, but I've been up at the main unit and I've just been searching for TVs that I've obviously purchased for myself to do something with, and I've got a room full of them. Oh, I say a room full of them. There's probably a dozen TVs up there, and they've been up there for so long now in this back room that I haven't the faintest idea what's wrong with them. So bit by bit we're going to go through them. At the moment, on this one, it looks massive, but it's not massive. It's a Samsung 48-inch, and it's a UE48H6400. Is that right? Wow, it is right. And this is a 3D TV, but it may be a smash screen, I never know. So let's just have a look what we got here. At the moment we've got nothing. Oh, we've got a standby light here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Okay, so we have got a standby light there. So let me find a Samsung remote control. I've been using a Samsung remote control. Anyway. Yeah, that's working. Is it going to come on? Yes, it is. It's a blue pick. Let me get rid of that annoying camera. Oh, it's bound to have some backlights for this. Why have I left this so late to do things? Support. Self-diag. Oops, no, I've gone to e-manual. Why did you let me go to e-manual? Nobody ever goes to e-manual. Ever. Yes, I do. Blooming think. I've got to do all that again now, haven't I? Yeah, come on. I'm just checking to see if we've got any lines. I wish they'd keep it on for a bit longer. It's rather annoying. I'll switch the picture around as well, so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. I want to look at that again. No lines. I've got some patches there, but I'm not too sure if that's supposed to be in the picture or not. Looks like a bit of smoke going up there and a bit of smoke. Maybe that's supposed to be in the picture. I wouldn't have thought so. Unless that's Samsung's picture of a beach on fire. I don't know what that is. Oh, I've just seen a few more of them, so hang on a minute. I may not. No, it's just a bit of dust. Okay, switch some lights on. Yeah, I think we'll find a new... I'm bound to have some backlights for this here. But let's disassemble it first and see what we've got inside. My screwdriver's not very magnetic. I've got a magnetic bar here. That should do it. Hang on. Should make it better. Right, let's just get the rest of these out. I know I've told you the model number, but just for the video record, it's that one. Which from my memory was the this was the first series to have the backlights to go blue. The ones older than this, do the Fs go blue? I don't think they do. They failed, but they never went blue. I don't think. This was the first set, the H. I always do it on the letter rather than the series. Just something I've always done. Right, this should be ready to come off. Shouldn't have any speakers attached. Starting to look a little bit grubby inside. And the TV, haha. Now, you're seeing it the way I see it, which I don't think that's the best way for you to see it, if I'm being honest. It is when you're looking at a picture, but when you're looking at the boards, I think it's better that it's the other way for you. But you let me know. Is that better? Does it make any difference? Answers on a postcard, please. So what we have to do now is take out things. We've got to take out the speaker, that speaker, that speaker. We've got to unscrew that. We've got to unscrew that. We've got to unplug it from here. The main boards haven't got to come out. The T-con hasn't got to come out. What does have to come out, which I always think is a bit of a shame, but it does have to come out, is the, I don't know if you've noticed it, the tape from around the corner. There, look. It's got tape. I'll just give you a better look. But I've got to peel that off. At the same time, save the T-con cover, which is stuck underneath it. Like that. But there's a few things I've got to take off first. Once you've taken out the IR sensor, the Wi-Fi card and the Bluetooth, you don't have to disconnect. Just take the wire. You just take the wire off the main board. You can leave everything connected. Then that can come off. These speakers should come off nice and easy and get stuck under a bit of tape. This was always a tricky thing. That wasn't too bad, I suppose. Anyway, now I've got to go back to this bit. This is the bit I was talking about earlier. This is that awkward bit of tape. If you ever wonder what this tape is for, it's to stop bugs getting underneath the screen, because they can crawl underneath there and then get into the screen. Not all screens are completely bug-proof. Samsung always liked theirs to be bug-proof. But I can see, I can see, look, there's holes here, so bugs can get in there anyway, so they'll get, hey, they'll get in. But I'm just doing this bit gently because I'm sure they used to do this on purpose. This is because I've got the screen panel underneath here. I'm trying to be a bit delicate. Let me get some scissors. Scissors already out. Obviously, you're not putting the tape back on. I mean, you can do if you want to. We were always told by Samsung when we replaced screens on these not to bother. Even though I remember going to somebody's house once and replacing a screen for them, and they hated the fact that I took this tape off and wasn't putting it back on. The new screen didn't have the tape on. They were very OCD. But the replacement panels didn't come with the tape on. Anyway. That's the tape off. Now we can tape off the cough covers. Ooh. Remove a bit of tape. Oh, they've even got masking tape. Exactly where you don't want them to. I mean, this is the area that I've said so many times. This is the area where you have to be so careful. Anyway, so that is off now, as you can possibly see. There are some screws on this model here. That screwdriver ain't going to do anything. But this one is. So these screws are just on the bottom section, so I'll just take these out and then we can prepare for moving the screen. Once again, I'm not going to be wearing gloves for moving the screen, no matter what you say or how many times you say it. If I was laying the screen down on another table, then I would. But the screen is going to be flipped up, as I always do. Before it goes back in, it gets a polish, and the fingerprints are removed. But you've just got to have a better grip on the screen, and wearing gloves, it just turns the screen to like a sheet of ice, and I don't like it. Are we completely off with those? Yes, we are. So I will now do the horrible bit, depending on how bad this is, lifting these out. Some are easy to lift out, some are just frustratingly bad. These are going to be medium, because that one came out okay, but this one isn't. No, it isn't. There we go. Out. that's where the screen is. And that's where the screen will stay until I've got to the other part of the job. And the other part of the job, of course, is taking this bit off. Oh, these are the nice clips you can just push in with your fingers. You just push them in and up they come, look. Excellent design. So we'll put the right hand side over there and the left hand side here. Same with the bottom and the top. I do like this design. I don't know why they didn't bother. Well, we all know with TV manufacturers, when they make something pretty good, like that, they have a power board that has no issues. The next time they bring out the next model, the next series, it's always a different power board. Shall I keep that one there? Yes, we'll keep that one up there. Now, the amazing thing is, I don't know if you could see, remember me saying there was some I thought I could see some, what looked like smoke coming, smoke clouds. And I don't know if you can see, you possibly can't. Let me just swap the camera angles around. So all that trouble with the tape and the bugs, but I've got so much dust and dirt on the lower part of the screen, which is the bottom diffuser. It's so bad it's coming through on the screen, so I may have a go at removing that later. Right, here comes not a fun job, and the not a fun job is removing all of these clips. There's quite a few of them, and it's best to punch them out from the back. There'll be masking tape over them. You don't really have to take the masking tape off, you just have to get a feel for where the things are and kick them out. There we go. So that's that one out. Let's kick this one out. And of course they've left one clip under the power board, so I'll just remove that camera so I can show you how to get hold of this, because you're going to have to take out the main board plug, and you're also going to have to take out the backlight plug. Again, handle the power supply with care. We're only going to be lifting it up just to remove one clip, so watch where you stick your fingers. I mean, this can be quite a boring part of the bit of replacing backlights on a TV. On this particular model anyway, just getting the clips out. And easy to get back in as well, they just slide under. There's probably a chance some of the lenses are going to ping off. Doesn't matter. Oh, in saying that, have you noticed the schoolboy mistake that I've made? Is I've come this far and I haven't even checked if I've got the backlights here. I'm bound to have some for this. Bear with, I've got to go to the other room. I'm hoping, yes, that's looking like a set. Right. Got to start to get these out. First of all, I'm just making sure that I have disconnected the power board from the LEDs, from the backlights themselves. So you push down and pull out. You need to push down both clips and they will come out eventually. I will just do a close-up of that just to show. Don't really have to show, but if you haven't done this before and you haven't seen how they come out, they can look pretty tricky. Now the reason why I say you unplug the backlights from the power board, because if the capacitors are still holding a charge, when you do that, to push them down, you can get a bit of a charge. Anyway, I'm trying to do this. Push down and out. Both of them have to go down together. There you go. And I can just do this other one here. That's it. That's how that's done. Then you just weave them out of the metal bits. You will notice there is some tape. Just take that out. So this camera is going to fall down. This camera's fallen down. There are just some little hooks and clips that are sticking out, just metal little bridges, and you just weave in and out, and out they come. Now, slightly different for putting them back in, because they are technically in two bits. We've got the long bit and the short bit. Short bit is always here on the right hand side. So however you want to do it, it's up to you. You can put the first bit in first and the second bit. We'll do that. We'll do that here. We'll put the we'll clip it in the mains first. Now again, I will bring the wobbly cam out for this because it's even easier. Well, I should say it's easier putting them in than it is taking them out. So to put in, you really just line them up and that's it. And then alongside, you just weave them in and out one at a time. It's quite flexible, but don't obviously quite flexible, but don't break them. And so here, where the join is, now these are easier to take in than they are out, but again it's just line up and clip. To get out, you're supposed to push those two little bits of metal down and pull out, but whew, that's a faff. In the days when we only replaced half a strip at a time, but anyway, that's in. Or as I said, if you just wanted to join them up beforehand, join them up beforehand. Okay, now I can plug the backlights back into the power board here, so just in case you didn't see me do it earlier, I am just plugging them straight back in there. And I'm unplugging here because we're just going to test the backlights. Can I do this without struggling? Here we go. So that means that as soon as I plug this in, it should come on. Bang. Look at that. All looking good. Now I can just plonk this back down. Put the clips back in. Just start to tuck everything back under. It goes under so easily, you just push it down and it just goes under the clips. It actually goes back better or easier than it came out. Filthy. Now it's only it's only the back board that's filthy, which is the thick one. And what's happened is, and it's this side that's filthy. So I am just going to get a little bit of it. It would probably dust off, because that's all it is. Look. So do you remember those little bits at the beginning I said were a bit smoky? Well, I'm just going to get rid of all that dust. And that is, yes, that's so clean. Obviously this is the side that's going to be facing the screen, which is an important side, but I'll dust that a bit later. Next job, a bit boring, which is doing all the clips, putting them all back in one by one, like that, more like that. So I don't know if you saw me. It's a faff to get them out, but putting them back in, it's just a couple of clips. That's it. A couple of clicks and you're done. So I've got to go through the whole of these, of course. Right, put the main diffuser sheet, which is the thick one, on all TVs. It's always the thick one that goes on the bottom. I've cleaned the other side of it, so I did turn it the other way around. So I'm just getting off some of the dust. That looks so much, you probably can't tell. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But there was so much muck on it. I thought there were little puffs of smoke coming out of the sea on the test picture. Now I've done that, I can still see one little black dot. Did I get it? I must have got it. I'm just wiping off any hairs, any bits. Do not ever try and spray any kind of, even IPA. Don't even try and put alcohol on these to clean them. Just give them a dusting down. You'll just, if you've got a smudge mark on and you put alcohol on or any cleaning agent, you will just make them much worse. Much worse. Time for the bezels to go back on. Screen and bezel back, of course, don't forget to put back the front bezel screws. Otherwise you'll have 4 screws left over and you won't know why. I've put in a HDMI, plugged in a Blu-ray player. I'm not plugging an aerial in, but be interesting to test the software on these, the smartness, and see what apps have gone, if any, because if you've got a KU or JU Samsung, you'll notice that some of the apps have come off that, and this is older than that. But I think it's just the Now TV apps which has come off the KU and JU. And if you get in contact with Now TV, they'll actually give you a free. If you do own a KU and a JU TV from Samsung, doesn't matter about the size, if the model number's got a J or a K in it. Now TV, which of course is Sky, are giving you a free Fire Stick. They're giving you a free code to go to Amazon and get a Fire Stick because the Now TV app is coming off. Just so I thought I'd share that useless piece of information with you. I ought to switch this light off really, didn't I? Because it's quite annoying. Right, I should have HDMI 1. This is just to do a basic test. What I like to do with this on HDMI 1... It seems you're kind of busy crying and shit. It's a lovely picture. I've got my Blu-ray player plugged in, as you can see, so it's coming up with silly messages. You can't really see from there. I'll put the back camera on. I always think that one of the best films or pictures or videos you can show is a game of snooker, because it's got all the colours. If you're testing out a full HD TV, remember this is not a 4K TV. It was before all that came out. This is a 4K TV. And it's as good as new now. It's got a nice stand for it, brand new remote control, new set of backlights. It'll come with a year's warranty, because that's what I do. And I'm sure somebody that's got a 3D video player that hasn't got a 3D TV will enjoy this and hopefully keep it going for quite some time.